Past the other club as Kyle Smith is alongside. And Coach, I used that word survive, and I think it's apropos here tonight because some missed free throws, a three-pointer that banked in off the glass. There was some fortune for the Raiders, but your team still found a way to get it done.
You know, that's kind of what you expect at these tournaments. You have a 9-day layoff. It's not easy. We came out obviously very sluggish. I thought down 8-0 at the first media. Colgate's credit, they were really on our scout. They had us scouted well. They did a good job, and we were able to our defense got us back in that, and we finished out that half pretty darn strong, and we got some great effort from Sule. Our bench was great.
Yeah, you mentioned Sule. You don't win this game without him tonight. He came off the bench to pour in 26 points. He matches his career high, and there was that 17-2 run late in the first half that brought you from 6 down to the halftime lead of 7, and boom, was a big part of that run.
No doubt. He did a great job, and he's been like that for us all year. I know people there's some games where he hadn't played as many minutes, sometimes it's matchups and that, but he stayed with it, and he just gave us a big spark, and really proud of him, and that's got to give him a lot of confidence, give us a lot of confidence to kind of do that in the postseason.
Coach, it seemed like you had a little bit of a mismatch inside. Matt McCarthy was too much for their bigs. Bat had trouble guarding him. He had 4 fouls, and he was kind of rotated in and out. They went a little small at one point, but McCarthy had a monster ball game with 16 points and 14 rebounds, and he did seem to have the advantage inside.
For sure. They're going to give up something. They gave us problems when they went 5 out, spread us out, and hit us from the 3, and they were getting us the drives, and we had to, on the other end, we got to put the ball inside, and Matt really delivered. It was nice to see. Jimbo did a great job too. I thought he made a great move in the second half. They didn't get the foul, but and he was on the glass, and he did a good job, and that's nice to see. And hopefully we got another one here on Monday, and we'll keep getting better.
Coach, postseason play can be difficult because I think that first game, much like the first game in the West Coast Conference postseason tournament, teams, kind of feel each other out a little bit. Sometimes players are a little bit tentative walking into postseason play. But once you get through that game, you can forget about it and get going, right?
No doubt. There's something, we play on the lead a lot, and we play a little pressure. We're a little tight and trying to get us to loosen up. And, we obviously probably, Frankie's worst game in the calendar year as far as, he just couldn't make a shot, and he wasn't great. But you know what? I couldn't take him out of the game because he's been so good for us and his leadership and organization. So, that's good. Hopefully we'll relax and play better. I think it's Utah Valley, right?
It's Utah Valley here on Monday. You bring up Ferrari, and he didn't play well. You said it, probably one of his worst, if maybe not his worst game of the year. And I mean not with all due respect to the way he's played this year. He's an all-league player, but one would expect that Ferrari's probably the most anxious guy to get out here and play again on Monday.
I would think so, and we'll just keep grinding at it and keep working at it, and got a chance for 20 wins, and we advanced. Last year we didn't, so that's something to, mark improvement, and haven't had, I think, whatever. There's a little pressure, and these guys know that a chance at 20 wins is always a big landmark, and we did it last year, and you want to, keep showing those signs, and Utah Valley, I think, is as good a team as BYU, so it'll be a heck of a game.
Yeah, Utah Valley rolled by 22 last night over Eastern Washington. I'm probably going to ask you a question that you won't know the answer to, but I'll ask it anyway. What can you tell us about Utah Valley?
I know they're well coached. Mark Pope's doing a great job, and he's really seasoned those guys up. And I do think they're a very senior-laden team, so experienced, and I think they advanced the CBI last year, I believe, and I think beat Rice maybe. They might have gone all over.
Yeah, they went pretty deep a year ago in this tournament. And I think they have 22, 23 wins.
They're good. They're good. I haven't really seen them play all year, but just by their scores, and I do know they have a bunch of seniors, so they're going to be motivated to try to get all the way back. So we're excited to take them on, see what we can do.
All right, Coach. Well, savor this one. Let it soak in a bit. A postseason win for your team. Anytime you win in the postseason, it's got to taste pretty special. And get ready for Utah Valley. We'll see you out here on Monday night.
All right, thanks, Pat.
All right, that's USF second-year head coach Kyle Smith here on our postgame. We'll wrap things up again. Sule Boom led the way. The Dons win it. 72-68 is the final. from inside One Memorial at the Sobrato Center. A big ball game for Matt McCarthy, and an excellent game for Burns on the Colgate side. And we congratulate the Raiders. They finish off their season at 19-14. We must tell you that our broadcast, I got to get out the specs, folks. I'm sorry. Our broadcast has been authorized under rights granted by the University of San Francisco to Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner and the University of San Francisco Athletic Department, along with the West Coast Conference. Our executive producer tonight has been Woo Win. The coordinating producer for Don's basketball is Isabel Ignacio, and on the Van Wagner side, thanks as well to Brandon Violette. The Dons improve to 19-15, and the Colgate Raiders in their season at 19-14. 7 o'clock Monday from right here inside One Memorial at the Sobrato Center. It's the Dons in Utah Valley. Should be a good one. Utah Valley can really go up and down the floor and score it some. So we'll look for a fun ball game Monday here on the Hilltop. Once again, the final, USF 72, Colgate 68. For our color analyst, Jim Bravelli, and our entire TV broadcast crew, I'm Pat Olson saying thanks for watching. So long on the W.TV.